Okay, guys, I'm here today with Heath Pedigo and Alejandro Wajner.
Yes, sir.
Huge honor for me. And guys, both are here, and this week they're filming an entire instructional that's all about the Blue Belts Daisy Fresh Wrestling for BJJ curriculum. Can you explain a little more, Heath?
Okay, so Alejandro is actually one of the very first collegiate wrestlers that I got as a coach. So when he came in, it really started changing the dynamic at Pedigo Submission Fighting, or the Daisy Fresh. So I actually kept a journal with Alejandro. Alejandro became very, very close friends. And basically what I did is I entered all of the mistakes that we made. And what we learned is we started keeping statistics basically on scoring points and missed opportunities. Basically, we started learning that whoever scores first, especially at the colored belt, white, blue, purple, if you score the first 2 points and start 2-0 off the bat, the chances of you winning the match are very dramatic, high. So what we get into in the video is basically I have a list of questions that every jiu-jitsu practitioner, I've been really lucky and traveled a lot, and I always keep all the questions. I ask at all the seminars, and Alejandro has started a program, and he is amazing. Him and Michael Pixley are on the upstairs of the Daisy Fresh.
Yeah, I wanted you to explain that. So your gym is downstairs,
Yeah.
is jiu-jitsu, and upstairs is wrestling.
So they run the PSF Wrestling Kids program, and the thing that Alejandro's done that is absolutely incredible is he has taken kids from the jiu-jitsu program, and in 1 year of wrestling in high school, he has sent them on full ride scholarships in college. And they have no wrestling background, and it is just very simple. It's really, really to the point. It's really basic, and that's the thing about the course that we really broke down. Like I said, missed opportunities. You know, when you watch your match and you say, man, I could have scored there, that's the stuff that we really get into. And Alejandro's teaching style, guys, is very simple, very basic. So not only to learn, but to apply and to teach. And those are the really important things, especially when dealing with kids. So I don't want to talk too much, but he is an amazing coach, amazing instructor, and you'll see, I think, what are you guys doing today? It's
It's a duck, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be showing an easy and effective way for us to get on the back. It's super simple, super easy to do, and super easy to remember. And
So one thing real quick that I forgot to mention here, as in all the videos, what we do is we brought one has wrestled for 2 years and the other is a white belt. We bring them into the video, and what they do, which everybody seems, we're getting amazing feedback from it. The guys are doing the moves, and they are in the video, and they make mistakes that everyone makes at home.
Yep.
And it's tough sometimes because you'll buy an instructional and still you'll maybe have some questions.
Yep.
So what we do is we get them to make the mistakes that people are making at home.
In the video.
I ask as many questions as I can. Anything that I think that's missed or left out, Alejandro answers these questions, you know what I mean? So we bring the boys in, the boys will do the moves so you can watch them learn, watch him coach, watch him answer the questions, so then really everything is covered so you can make sure that you're actually learning this and keeping it in the memory bank to apply it. So
That's awesome.
all right.
Yeah. But so let's do this. You're gonna do on mute.
yeah, sure. So what I'm going to do here is I need to get an underhook. All right, so the way I like to do it, I just do a simple club on the head, punch the underhook, and he's gonna whizzer down with this overhook. What I do here is I reach my wrist down, and I allow him to get wrist control on me. From here, I just put my forehead basically in his neck if I can. I don't have to be over aggressive about it. I just like to get decent head position right here. I don't want his head underneath mine. I want my head kind of a little bit underneath his. With this underhook, let me just turn this way. With this underhook, what I'm going to do is I'm simply just gonna drop my arm to his hamstring. I'm not gonna try and grab his leg or anything with that. I'm just dropping my arm to that leg, okay? What this does is it gives him the idea that I'm going for a single leg, right? So all I'm doing here is I'm trying to get a reaction on this leg, okay? So when I'm here, we're in this position here. I'm gonna drop this hand, I get that reaction. As I get the reaction, I'm gonna take this big cross step with my rear leg. I'm gonna step across. As I do that, I'm gonna flare this grip and throw it over my shoulder, here. And duck under this armpit and start to chase on the back.
No, that's all. Can I try also?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm here. You get the overhook over there. You control my arm. I'm gonna try to go to the leg. You're gonna sprawl a little bit, and I'm just gonna. But it's super simple.
Yep. You need to take a big long cross step.
One more time.
Throw that underneath your head.
I have the other hook. you have the overhook. I'm gonna give my arm to you. I'm gonna try to go to the leg, use probably your B, and I just open, step, and I'm on your back.
Yes, sir.
Love it. I love it because it's very simple. Like many times I learn stuff from wrestling that takes me like 5, 10, 30 minutes practicing until you kind of get it.
Oh, yeah.
This one is like one shot.
Yeah, I really like it because you don't have to really sell the fake too much. Just you dropping your hand gets the reaction. I don't have to like grab your leg or anything outside of that.
And of course, that if he doesn't sprawl, then you grab the leg, right?
Yeah. If he doesn't sprawl, then you know, okay, he's not going anywhere. Another thing that I think why this is so effective is because you're giving up wrist control.
Got it.
And they're going to hold onto that wrist. They don't you don't want to give wrist control once you get it. So getting that arm over your head and getting your head underneath their armpit is pretty easy because they're going to be committed to the grip, so their arm's going to go with yours.
Got it.
So keep in mind, this being a blue belt, my job also as a coach, I think some people kind of wonder sometimes, why is Heath in all these guys' videos? They know wrestling. Pixley knew wrestling before Heath. Alejandro knew wrestling. To ask the questions. To ask the questions at home and make sure that the videos are perfect when it comes to the details. This is a blue belt instructional. This is a simple move, and what happens as Alejandro goes up, he already has a white belt instructional that's in the store at bjjfanatics.com. You can get it there, and has wonderful feedback, and goes over all the basic stuff. What it does is the blue belt builds off of the white belt. And we don't necessarily try to match saying what we think blue belt should be doing, but what it is, it's our curriculum that we use in the gym. So if someone's going to get a purple belt, I won't let them get a purple belt if they don't understand these things. This is a simple duck under. When you understand this and you drill it, it's much easier for you to learn the big time duck unders as you get bigger and bigger. I've watched Alejandro, and I know, not name dropping at all, I've watched Alejandro duck under some of the absolute best wrestlers in the world. And I don't mean just NCAA champions, I'm talking about Olympic wrestlers. I watched him duck one of the most amazing American wrestlers of all time. After that, he may or may not have gave Alejandro a beating. No matter what, he used the move, he ducked him, he got on his back, he's beat so many people, and it's just from starting at the beginning with this foundation. After you understand how to do it, then all of the other moves are just easy to do. So that is the point, is asking the questions constantly, figuring it out, and making sure that everybody really truly understands. If they're watching the full video from beginning until the end, at the end, all of the questions come on, and that's when it makes things easier to understand.
And also, we love having you in the video. And
no, of course.
No, and I told you that 100 times already, but I'm going to say 101. Like, it's very inspiring what you're doing. Like, you're in the middle of the country, in this very small town, and you're building a bunch of champions, and it's mostly people who didn't have many other opportunities. So you're taking these guys almost like, not going to say from the street, or maybe from the street, and you're turning them to like jiu-jitsu celebrities. And I can just imagine all the challenges that you face in order to achieve that.
No doubt. Alejandro, actually too, it's really nice to watch. He actually was at the Illinois State Championships yesterday. He flew out, he coached all weekend. He had 7 All-Americans, I believe, on there with the kids. Jumped on a plane. Most of the kids where we're at is a low income, and I'm not saying that so people are like, oh, selling that story. But here's
I saw it with my eyes. Like, I went there. I remember I got there like midnight. Oh, let me take you there to see the gym, and everybody was sleeping on the mats.
Yeah.
And on the car, it's really like I had never seen that before. Like, that was totally crazy. And
it's not
what a good way, like.
Yeah, it's not about winning gold medals though. It's not about winning. Our team does win.
Yeah.
And we're very successful. And probably, I'll go ahead and say it on record, in the last 5 years, we're probably the fastest and most powerful growing team in jiu-jitsu from white
just
to
the
black.
last words, no, you guys got second with one team, right?
We
no
had,
affiliation or...
We had a horrible show, and we still easily tied for second place.
You guys all in the Pan Ams a bunch of times as a team, right? And most of the, just make it clear, guys, most of the times a team wins the tournament on IBJJF, it is a big affiliation, like it is the Alliance, the one I'm coming from, or is it the Gracie Barra, or the Atos. When Heath gets placed on IBJJF, either as a champion or second or third, you're talking about one roof, one ceilings, right?
Yeah, most of the time. We actually do have a couple affiliates now. You know, there's a few, but I mean, they're very, very, very small, and they're pumping out their own champions. You know, they're doing great now. It trickles down. And the thing is it's not even about the jiu-jitsu, guys. It's always just about building an environment that's good for people.
Yep.
That's it, where people can be themselves when they're there, and that's the thing. That's what we are. That's how we are different than all of the other jiu-jitsu places in the world. You come there to be a part of something that's bigger than you. Alejandro's doing it with his wrestling program. He's lucky though, because I don't coach kids. He's getting them when they're 5 years old. So he's literally changing the world.
Which is a totally different. It's like I get it, because I have a school here and we have kids classes, and it's the most demanding class for the kids class. We need like several instructors in the class.
Yeah. For me as a coach, watching your student start to change lives like that, that's what jiu-jitsu is all about. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anybody thinks. At the end of the day, those are the questions. How many lives are you changing? How many champions are you producing on the mats and off the mat?
No, and I have no doubts that you will face a lot of challenges, and the most important thing is that in this balance, you are here. Like the good things are here, and the problems are No, this is incredible, Heath.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Guys, make sure to check it out. This instruction is going to be at bjjfanatics.com, which is the Daisy Fresh Blue Belt Wrestling for BJJ curriculum. Learn from Alejandro, learn from Heath. And these guys are doing an amazing job on grappling, and even like the wrestling for grappling as well. Like, you guys are making history. And hope you guys enjoyed. And thanks so much, Alejandro.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Guy, brown belt, Masters World Champion last year. Guy, there's no Guy, this guy.
That's awesome.
This guy.
Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.